There's a noise in my head that never stops. Just not a voice, just a noise, like static on an old TV that refuses to go dark. I used to think it was anxiety, but now I think it's the sound of everything that the world expects me to be, all playing at once. They told us life would make sense if we followed the rules. Work hard, be polite, smile on command, don't talk about what hurts. But no one tells you what happens when you do all that and still wake up empty. You start to realize that the system isn't broken, it was designed this way. A machine that feeds exhaustion. The quieter you are, the smoother it runs. So, you learn to perform. You nod when you're not supposed to. You nod when you're supposed to. You laugh on cue. And somewhere between one scroll and the next, you forget who you actually were before you started playing the part. People like to say everyone's fighting their own battles. But battles have endings. This doesn't. This is a loop. Wake, pretend, tire, and then repeat. It's a survival, disguised as routine. Some mornings I can't tell if I'm tired or just done, and yet I get up anyway. Not out of hope, just habit. My body remembers what my heart forgets. Keep moving, even if it hurts. Social anxiety isn't the fear of people. It's the fear of being seen too clearly, of someone noticing the glitch, the way you smile delays half a second too long, how your eyes dart away when someone looks too deep. You start to believe you're the bug in the program, that you're coded wrong. So you hide behind the screens and sarcasm, behind I'm fine and just tired. But the truth is, you are tired. But it's not the kind of tired sleep fixes. Sometimes I feel rage underneath it all. Not violent, just heavy. A pressure that builds when you spend too long pretending you don't care. It's quiet anger of knowing you're worth more. But the world keeps asking for less. It's the frustration of seeing everyone running the same race to nowhere. They call it ambition. But what are we chasing? Likes? Titles? Validation from strangers who wouldn't notice even if we disappear. We have mistaken productivity for purpose. We confuse noise with meaning. We trade our peace for a sense of progress and call it adulthood. There are moments when sadness feels almost holy. You sit alone in your room, and for once your mask slips off. No filters, no expectations. Just you and the ache that's been waiting its turn to speak. It tells you things no one else will. That you're fragile, yes, but still here. That you've been hurt, yes, but you haven't given up completely. That kind of sadness isn't weakness. It's proof you still feel in a world. Death crosses my mind sometimes, not as an escape. Death crosses my mind sometimes, not as an escape, but as a question. What happens when the noise finally stops? When the lights fade, and the world moves on without you. Maybe death isn't darkness. Maybe it's silence. The silence is terrifying because we've forgotten how to exist in it. We fill every gap with sound, every pause with scrolling, every feeling with distraction. We are allergic to quiet because the quiet makes us remember. And then you start to see the patterns, the way society sells us comfort to keep us docile. Therapy quotes on coffee mugs. Happiness is a subscription box. Self-care, as long as it doesn't slow down your productivity. They turned healing into a brand and made peace something you can't afford. Meanwhile, the world burns quietly in the background, and we pretend we don't smell the smoke. Sometimes I walk at night just to remember what real silence feels like. The city hum fades, the streetlights buzz softly, and for a moment, everything pauses. That's when I hear it. Do you hear that? Yeah, you. The hum behind the world. The one that isn't mechanical. Is human. It's all of us. Breathing. Thinking. Breaking. Rebuilding. That noise isn't just inside me. It's inside everyone. And somehow, that makes us less lonely. Supposedly. I don't think we are built for this world. Not this version of it. Not one where empathy is weakness and vulnerability is content. Where we trade authenticity for attention and call it connection. But maybe that's what makes us human. The fact that it hurts, that we care enough to feel it, that even when everything tells us to shut down, we still look for something real. I'm learning that peace isn't found in fixing myself. It's accepting that I was never broken, just overwhelmed. A system running too many tabs. So I close a few. I breathe. I listen. And beneath the static, there's stillness. It's very small. Small enough to not even be noticed. Almost shy. But it's there. We were never built for this, you know? The noise, the pressure, the endless pretending. But somehow we keep showing up. We keep trying, loving, failing, and then trying again. Maybe that's all we are meant to do. Not to win, not to impress, just to exist. Honestly, even when it hurts. The world may not understand you, but that does not mean you're wrong for feeling too much. It means you're still alive.